Dear friends, I am Dr. S. J. Kumari, working as Professor, Department of Pharmacology, School of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Wales Institute of Science, Technology and Advanced Study, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Now I am going to deliver a talk on proteins in my present video. The main learning objectives of the present video: recall the definition of protein, to know the list of the commonly available proteins in our life, to classify the direct types of protein, to identify the nature of various functional groups in protein by means of chemical test. Coming to the definition of proteins are organic complex compound, mostly made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. They are mostly present in all living cells. It is present in the skin, hair, cartilage, muscles, dentin and ligaments of our all living cells. It products and provides the structure to the body of the living organism. Proteins are composed of 15 to 20% of nitrogen and equal amount of oxygen. Proteins are polymers or amino acids linked together by means of peptide bond. Proteins are actually chemically polypeptides. Coming to the properties of the proteins are basically tasteless, odorless, but on heating it becomes brown color and gives a burning feather-like odor. Proteins are macromolecules of high molecular weight. Most of the protein form insoluble column on heating. Then proteins are amphoteric in nature. What is the meaning? Proteins carrying equal number of both positive and negative charge at particular pH. At that pH they are ionizable. That point is called isoelectric pH. Proteins are precipitated by many positive negative ions of the solution. They are mostly precipitated by the cations of the heavy metals like iron, copper, zinc and mercury. They are also precipitated by negative ions of the acids. Now coming to the list of the proteins which are normally come across in our body in all living cells are number one, enzymes. The example: pepsin, amylase, hormones, insulin, antibodies, immunoglobulin, lipoprotein present in our body. The heme protein is called hemoglobin. Toxins: most of the toxins are protein in nature. Example: animal toxin, example venom. Plant toxin, example resin. It is mostly present in the castor seeds. Coming to the different types of protein based upon the functional group, based upon the nature, based upon the other functional group attached and based upon the other property, they are classified into functional proteins, simple protein, conjugated proteins, derived proteins. Now we have to discuss about the functional proteins. What are the functional proteins? They carry an important function in our body. Example, you take hormones. They are the regulator body metabolic or metabolic function. Example, insulin. Coming to the structure, some of the protein they gives a structure to the body. Example, proteins present in the skin, nail and cartilage and bone, other things. And some of the protein act as a transport. It carries something. Example, hemoglobin. It carries oxygen throughout the body cells. Some of the protein act as a immunoprotective. Example, immunoglobin. Some of the proteins are act as a contractile protein. They are help in the movement of the body organ. Example, muscle protein. Example, actin and myosin. They are present in the muscle and nerves. And some of the protein act as a biocatalyst, bioactive substances. They are called as enzymes. Example, pepsin and amylase. Next, coming to the simple protein, they are called simple conjugated protein. They are very simple. Upon hydrolysis they yield only amino acids. Under that, the different types of the immunoglobulin, animal protein, example egg albumin, plant protein, example cereals and legumes, collagen proteins, example bone and cartilage, scleroprotein, example keratin in the hair and nails, hemoprotein, that is a heme protein combining with the metal, example hemoglobin, transferrin, glutein present in the plant like rice and wheat. So they are upon hydrolysis they yield only simple amino acid. They are called simple proteins. Coming to the derived proteins, there are two different types of derived protein. One is a primary protein, another is a secondary protein. The primary proteins comes under the proteinose, myosin, fibrinogen, metalloprotein, example hemoglobin, coagulated protein, example egg albumin and meat protein. Coming to the secondary derived protein, they are called proteases, peptones, peptide. They are somewhat complex in nature. Apart from that amino acid, they contain some other functional group also. Then next we are going to discuss the identification of the different functional group present in the protein by means of a chemical test. Number one test is called as xanthoprotein reaction. Here the protein solution mixed with the nitric acid 65% volume by volume. It produces yellow color precipitate This is due to the nitration of the aromatic ring present in the protein. So this indicates the inference of this chemical test indicates the presence of the aromatic containing amino acid, that example phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan. The test is very important to identify the aliphatic aminase and aromatic amino acid. Glycine, leucine, they does not answer for this test because they lack of the aromatic amino group. Next, coming to the Biro test, it is a very important functional group test. It is used to identify the presence of the peptide bond in the protein. It is not for the test for protein, it is a test for the functional group peptide bond. Some of the other than protein urea also can answer for this test. For the procedure for the test is to take the aqueous solution of protein in hot water, add copper sulfate 0.5% and potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide were added in presence of sodium potassium tartrate. What is our observation? Blue color or violet color solution can be formed due to presence of peptide bond or peptide linkage. Simple amino acid does not answer for the test. The reason for that one, simple amino acid does not contain any peptide bond. It is a conjugated amino acids only. Answer for this one. Not only protein answers, some of the other protein, non-proteinous substance like urea, some of the other compound also answer for this test because of the presence of the peptide bond. Next is a very specific color test for the Millen's protein. It is called the Millen's test. To take a protein solution, add Millen's reagent. The chemically Millen's reagent consists of mercuric and mercurous ion in nitric or nitrous acid is added. White color precipitate first produced, then which becomes a red color upon heating. This indicates the presence of the phenolic hydroxyl group in amino acid like tyrosine, phenylalanine and other thing. All phenolic amino group answer for this test. This is a very confirmatory test for the proteins. Next test is an inhydrin test. It answers for both aliphatic aromatic amino acid, but the color will be different in both group. Here the protein solution treated with an inhydrin solution in alcohol. A blue color is produced due to complex formation between inhydrin molecule and nitrogen of the free amino acid. Here the presence of free amino group can be identified. In the inference can be presence of the free amino group alpha amino acid can be determined. Aliphatic amino acids will give a purple color, whereas some of the other amino acid heterocyclic amino proline and hydroxyproline gives us a somewhat yellow color. The color difference may be due to the formation of the complex ion with the inhydrin reagent. Next, nitroprusside reaction to the protein solution, nitroprusside sodium nitroprusside solution in dilute sodium hydroxide was added. Red color is produced after heating. Presence of the sulfhydryl group, SH group in the protein. It may be only specific protein only contain like keratin, hair and nail proteins only answer for this test. Coming to the lead acetate test, it is a test mostly used for the identification of the sulfur containing lead acetate test. It is a test used for the identification of the sulfur containing amino acid. Example cysteine, methionine. For that one you take a protein solution, add 40% of sodium hydroxide and few drops of lead acetate was added and slightly heated if necessary. A black color precipitate is produced due to presence of sulfur in the protein of the protein cell. Next is Sakakuch test. Here the protein solution boiled with the Sakakuch reagent, alcoholic alpha naphthol and a few drops of sodium hypochromite. Red color is produced presence of guanidine group of amino acid. The test is mainly used for the presence of arginine. This type of functional group only will answer for this one. So far we discussed about chemical test, types of protein, properties of protein, definition of protein. Now students, we come to the end of the video presentation. Now I given some activities for you. Here I given the 6 questions I asked. In each questions the type of answer will be different. In some of the question you have to write what is the name of the reaction based upon the color. In some of the question I given the question mark like that here. In that question mark what is the reagent should be added, how to answer. So your answer will be sent to by mail after listening my videos. This is another part of the question answering proteins. What is the purple color, what is the presence of the purple color, what is the reagent added, what is the name of the reaction, what is the black color precipitate produced due to what type of functional group in the proteins. All you have to answer for the email. Okay students, I hope all understand very clearly about my presentation, video presentation. Thank you to one and all. Thank you students.